everyone, Michael here, and welcome back to part 4 of my vlog here at the National Air&Space Museum. And right now, as you can see, I'm standing behind Saturn V, which is really a donation box. We already put our donation in there, so you don't need to worry. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at the James S. McDonnell Space Hangar, which is probably my favorite part of the museum since I love space and anything that has to do with air. So this is basically my favorite place in the entire world, one of my favorite places. But anyways, we already have our first exhibit. Right here we have the HWK 109509 A1 rocket motor. So it was used by the Germans, probably World War II. Yeah, World War II. By the end, very, very tiny propeller. Not sure how much effect it has since it's so tiny, but they said it was rocket powered, so I guess this propeller just there. I really like it. Like the design, just wish they made a better color. Of course, they have the cross back there. And yeah, we're moving on. Oh wait, it turns out I wrote the wrong plaque for this airplane. This is actually the Messerschmitt ME163B1A Comet. So that's what this is. Still don't know why it has such a tiny propeller though. Really wish I could know that. So we're in it. We'll move on to the main thing a little bit later on. But right here, let's move on to some good stuff. Right here, this tall thing, that's the redstone missile. So probably not used by redstone like in Minecraft, but yeah, the ironic thing is this was the first American vessel in space. Now, this is part of the Mercury program, of course. Mercury program was the first program to be in space by the Americans. And right here we have something really cool. Right here, we have the mothership model of the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I think that's a movie, pretty sure. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things in this entire place because it just looks so cool. Kind of reminds me of Star Wars, but that's fine. Right here, we have the mobile quarantine facility. So they use this to quarantine the people that went to the moon because who knows what kind of viruses could be on the moon. Maybe it involves the coronavirus. Imagine what happened if they didn't quarantine them. So good thing they quarantined. Good job, NASA. Thumbs up from me. And right here we have the Gemini heat shield. So this is the heat shield that was used for the Gemini space probes, I guess. That's what you would call them. And here we have the albulated Gemini heat shield. So there are two kinds. This looks a little bit more heavy duty, better. And right here we have the real life C-3PO. This is an android, not the phone. This is an android robot. So super, super, super cool. It's the real life C-3PO, as I like to call it. Over here we have the John Glenn training couch. And this is from the Saturn V rocket. This is the instruments unit. So this is in fact the real one that was on the real Saturn V. And here's a full-scale model of the Saturn V. But now we're gonna move on. Right here we have the Mercury capsule 15B Freedom 72. So this was used for the Mercury program that big redstone missile was for. Right here we have another Mercury capsule that was nicknamed Big Joe. And here is Gemini 7. So I think this was the 7th Gemini probe. Look, they actually removed the heat shield to put on those heat shield displays. Anyways, right here we have the Gemini TT51 paraglider capsule. So, yes, you can see it as a gigantic paraglider up there. And it lands on wheels, basically. And now, possibly one of the most famous spacecrafts ever. Right here, we have no other than Apollo 11, the first manned spacecraft on the moon. So this is the return module, of course. As you can see, it still has little floaties from when it fell in the ocean. And not really sure for those or four. I think those had to do with something with maybe the parachutes, but that's fine. And now to the biggest, greatest, most amazing part of this entire exhibit, the Space Shuttle Discovery. Can we get a round of applause for this big spacecraft? Okay, that was enough applause. But yeah, this is the most famous space shuttle of all time. It ran more missions than any other shuttle, and it's just the best shuttle ever, basically. Let's move on to over here. More to the missile-related stuff. Yep. I think we'll actually skip that part out because there's not too much interesting stuff there. We'll move on to some more space-related stuff instead. Right here we have some scale models of some rockets that are being tested today. Right here we have the Delta 5 that is in 1/15 scale model. Here have the Atlas 5, also 1/15 scale. Here have the H2 rocket, the H1 rocket, the Air&4 rocket, the Titan 3 Center rocket, the Delta 3914 rocket, Titan 3C rocket, and Atlas Centaur rocket. So that's pretty cool. And right here we have the Space Lab Laboratory module. And it's just a lab in space. And way up there, that right there is the Advanced Orbiting Solar Observatory. Can't be any better than Hubble, obviously, but still a spacecraft nonetheless. And over here we have the Mars Pathfinder lander. So yeah, this is the Pathfinder lander. Super famous, not super famous, but quite famous. Right here we have the Mars Exploration Rover MER Surface System test bed. And this thing right here is the Vega Solar System Probe Bus and Landing Apparatus. And also there are two other rovers on Mars other than this, Curiosity and Perseverance, which is the brand new rover that was sent a month ago, I think. So that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and bell. And I'll see you all guys in part 5.